What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the like, smash up the like, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe on YouTube, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'm gonna let a few hundred of y'all come in and then I'll go in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm gonna give a shout out or two to the early birds. What's up, Loretta? What it do, Christopher Wilson? Christopher Wilson. Coco Rose, New Jersey up in this piece. Miss AP, prayers, peace, love. Boy, don't we need some of that? Desi Smith, what's happening? South Carolina in the building. Albert Choice. Chills. New York in the building. Maureen Stein up in this bad boy. CJ, I see you. What's up, Janet? Terrence Smith, Conroe, Texas. OKC up in here. Andre, I see you. All right, fam, I'm going in. I'll be back to the comments, but right now I'm going in. I wanted to speak on this yesterday, but time got past me. But this is something that definitely calls for attention. Gervonta Tank Davis. This guy went out and bought the block. He bought the block. He went back to Baltimore, his hometown, and bought the block to rebuild for affordable housing for the community. And wouldn't you know, some uncivilized mutts burned down his complex building. They burned down the buildings. Well, they didn't, let me back up. They didn't burn them down. They set them ablaze. Now, the entire block was not burned down. They burned some areas of the building that he bought. A lot of brownstones. They set it on fire. This is 24 hours, fam. He announced, on one day he announced that he had bought back the block and he was going to renovate and he was going to build affordable housing, an affordable housing community. The very next day, they set it afire. Now, what type of uncivilized mutts would be capable of something like this? I'll give you an example. Let me take a wild guess. Some tells me that it started with their mammy and their pappy. That's right, I said it. Because people that have been raised properly are not likely to do things like that. Not saying that they won't, but it's not likely. In any event, even if it ain't the mama and the daddy, even if it did, you know what? Let me back up. It is the mama and the daddy. It started with the mama and the daddy having sex and bringing that uncivilized mud into the world. They should have known better. Something should have said, oh, I don't know if this mix gonna work out. You know, you got a crazy uncle. You know, your dad ain't wrapped too tight. Something might happen with this boy, no matter how much we love, something might happen to this boy. Or maybe at some point, mama had some stomach pains and she should have aborted. Yeah. You got to be low to the flow, can't go no more. To be that envious. I'll bet you anything, family, It's either one or two people did this. And let me get this out right now. This is not no damn insurance fraud situation. It don't benefit him to do something like that. It wouldn't benefit Gervonta to do something like that. And it would bring him way too much damn attention. It would just be one of the dumbest things in the world anybody could do. Purchase a property one day and burn it down the next day. Set it on fire the next day. Another reason why I don't even remotely believe he had anything to do with this is because if it was really about an insurance claim, then they would have set it on fire. They would have set everything on fire. Everything would have burned. It wouldn't have been parts of it. So let's get rid of that. No, the uncivilized mutt did this, a hater. It's two types of haters who could have done something like this. One, just that regular ass hater that's probably been hearing about Gervonta in their community for so long, just tired of hearing his name. Tired of hearing Gervonta. You know, he's the hometown hero, so you're going to hear his name every day, all day. You know, your girl going to say his name. Your kids going to say it. Your mama, your daddy going to say his name. He's a hometown hero. He worked for that praise. He worked for that. He worked for that recognition. Now, what did the uncivilized mutt who set the buildings ablaze work for? It should be noted that Gervonta is only 29 years old, and he's already returned to his childhood neighborhood of Sandtown, Winchester in Baltimore, and acquired an entire block that consisted of 9 homes. And his plan is, not was, is to renovate, because he will finish the job. This should give him even more incentive to get the work done. And whoever local law enforcement is around there, whoever, this should be just like it was a community effort for him to purchase that property, and it was going to be a community effort for that property to be maintained and for that property to grow, to blossom. It should be a community effort to bring these uncivilized mutts to justice who set a fire to those buildings. So that's one side, the regular old nothing ass, ain't never gonna be nothing hater. He ain't shit, his daddy wasn't shit, his daddy wasn't shit, and his son ain't gonna be shit. That hater. And then you got the development hater, the developer hater. Yeah, fam. The developers, they dirty. See, I wouldn't be surprised if a developer had somebody either set it ablaze or had someone to set that place ablaze because they were mad that they couldn't get the deal that Gervonta got. They were mad that he beat them to the punch. Yeah, pun intended. He beat them to the punch. And they were mad. So it's quite possible that something like that happened and they set it afire. Yeah. This is a time when everybody should be on board. The community of Winchester should be proud. Everybody should be rallying around Gervonta and his team and making this goal of his come to fruition, because God knows Baltimore needs it. Everybody in Baltimore should be pissed. Anybody that know anything about this should drag that sucker or suckers, drag them out into the middle of the street. They should be publicly stoned for doing something like this. I would not want my name associated with something like that. I would not, under any circumstances, respect somebody that would do something like that. You can't have it both ways, man. Either you want respect for your community, you want opportunity in the community, you want the community to be beautified, or you don't. When people are going out of their way and spending their money, using their resources to make change, if you are not on board with that change, you are part of the problem, and you need to be deleted. Got no problem with the word. If you're not helping, you're hurting. And whoever set that fire or was involved in setting that fire is hurting the city of Baltimore, is hurting the city, the state of Maryland. This man got a whole lot of things he can be doing with his money. He is a superstar. It's all kinds of deals coming his way. People want him to invest in all types of things. People want to do business with him. Gervonta said, no, I'm taking this back to the hood. I might do business with you later, whatever, but for right now, I got something I want to do for my people, the people that raised me, the people that made me tough, the city that made me the tough guy that I am, the international superstar that I am. I want to do something for my city, my people. And this is the thanks he get. It was a heartfelt gesture that echoes the spirit of community and upliftment. This is what we say we want. This is what we say we want out of our celebrities. For celebrities to stop being so self-absorbed. Stop being so distant from your people. Remember where you came from. Oh, we love that one. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget where you came from. Remember, give back. We love saying that. Give back. Man, if the entire city of Baltimore ain't pissed, something wrong. If the entire city of Baltimore is not trying to find these uncivilized mutts and expose them, something wrong. There should be nowhere in Baltimore, in the state of Maryland, that these uncivilized mutts should be allowed to go and seek refuge. The man just accepted documents for his newfound ownership. He's doing philanthropic work. The man expressed his desire to rehabilitate the vacant homes on Woodyear Street, doing his best to turn them into a beacon of hope. A beacon of hope for the community that he came from. And this is the thanks he gets? Salute to the firefighters who came out and extinguished the fire. The person who did this should really end up with a life sentence in jail, because setting fires to a building like this is very dangerous, because even if the building is not fit for someone to live in, we all know that homeless people oftentimes find their way inside of these type of places. And somebody could have been killed. And I don't know how much investigation, how far along they are in the investigation, but somebody could still be inside of those buildings. We don't know. Salute to Gervonta Davis for trying. And this is good for him, because oftentimes, boxing is a brutal sport, and you get a bad rep sometimes because you got to sell the fight, and you gotta be tough. And then oftentimes you come from the streets and you have family members and friends who keep you close to the streets. And sometimes the lines get blurred, and you end up with 1 foot in the street, 1 foot out the street. And Gervonta has had a few troubles along the way, but over the last year or so, he seems to really have caught his snap and getting laser focused. And this is what he should be doing. Like, if he can take that energy, all that any free time that he have, to involve himself in community acts and things of that nature, not only is he's going to help a whole lot of people who need that help, but he also is going to help himself. Because I can tell you, some of the best moments of my life is when I was helping other people. Going into the comments. What's up, Seven Brown? What's up? What it do? Miss Jazzy in the building. What's up, Miss Jazzy? Appreciate you. King Wage, what's up? Test. Buckhorse DC, where you been, man? You been over there looking at the other channel, watching them other channels, man. Man, don't sell me out, dog. You can check out the other channel, man. But make sure you come over here too, man, and show your boy some love, man. Yeah, man. Let me find out, man. I'm about to go to some of these channels, man. That's what I'm starting doing. I'm going to go to some of these channels, man, and see if I can find some people who used to watch my channel a lot that ain't watching it anymore. Let me see who over there that's been moonlighting. Yeah. Sun Kissed 38. What's up, Queen? Miss AP, Willetta White, Dub 2 in the building. Arturo Ayala. What's up, Chicago? Paula Thomas. Stacy R, what up? What's up, Tony Ebb? True Queen 45. Vicky Barnes. Yeah, fam, I can see it now. I can see those haters right now. As soon as, and I bet you whoever did it is somebody, more than likely, is somebody that live within blocks of that project. I bet you $1 to a donut is somebody that live within blocks of that project. Probably can't stand the fact that they ain't did nothing they damn self. They ain't never done nothing to beautify the community, nothing to give back. Ain't never did nothing. Probably sit around and just being lazy, probably start fights, probably didn't kill somebody, probably beating up on the women and making it dangerous for the children to walk to school, to go to the store. People can't come outside. I bet you it's an uncivilized mutt like that, if it ain't one of these uncivilized mutt developers. It's one or the other. I guarantee you, it's one or the other. It's either one of these uncivilized mutt hating developers, or it's one of these uncivilized mutts that was born and raised right there in Baltimore within blocks of that project. And that sucker need to be caught ASAP. And whoever else is involved. I wouldn't want to be, I wouldn't want to, man, I would not want to be in, I wouldn't want nothing to do with a person that thinks like that. That's bad for my energy, man. Somebody that's capable of doing something like that, like somebody who's capable of trying to thwart a plan to help the community, a community that needs help badly. Somebody that's capable of trying to prevent someone from coming in and revitalizing the community, helping the people that need help, they can't be trusted under any circumstances. They will betray anybody. They'll stab anybody in the back. That is the ultimate selfish person. And whoever hanging around them, I'm sure they got somebody out there who know who's involved in this. And if they think that sucker got their back, if they think that sucker won't turn his back on them or stab them in the back, you're sadly mistaken. Those type of people have no moral compass whatsoever. They have no code. They live by no rules. I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them. What's up, Lakeisha Johnson? So you got residents in the chat saying something. Let's see what the residents are. Where are they? Point them out for me. Jack of all trades say we don't mess with fire. I'd be damned if we don't. Queen Jet Black. Yeah, and that's the thing, he could have been more proactive. I don't know if he did it, and maybe he didn't put up cameras because he hadn't started working on it yet. But the moment before he made that announcement, he should have put up some cameras, because now you're bringing attention to yourself. It's not just an abandoned building. It's an abandoned building owned by Tank Davis. So now people gonna go over there just to take pictures. You're gonna have people going over there drawing graffiti on the wall and all kinds of stuff. So you got to go over there and be proactive. Got to pretty much put a fence up and put put up some cameras and stuff, to deter the thieves and the vandalizers. Got to deter the thieves and the vandals. Who is that? J-On, baby, what up? Why are we automatically blaming the residents? I said, yeah, I'm blaming the residents automatically, because that's automatically in most cases, that's who is going to burn down, who's going to set a fire in their community. If you have arson in the community, more than likely somebody who live in the damn community is the arsonist. That's common sense. Not saying that somebody else couldn't have done it. I'm saying in most cases, more than likely, somebody from that community set that fire. Even if a developer is involved, it ain't nothing for a developer to give a crackhead or somebody who act like a damn crackhead a few $100s or a few $1,000s to go out and set a fire. That's nothing. Y'all, some of y'all always trying to hold people's hands. You want to hold somebody's hand, don't want to hold them accountable. You can hold a hand, but don't want to hold accountable. Somebody in that community, more than likely, somebody who live in that community set that fire. Hell, that's how you get close to it. Because somebody from the outside, typically, they wouldn't be comfortable going over there. Shit, that ain't no sweet area to be in. That ain't no friendly area to just be in. So ain't no anybody just gonna roll up in that type of space and set a fire. Oh, it's possible, but not likely. What's up, Francis? Humble Brown, what's up? Carl Jones, what it do? Rio Solid, respect. Second Liberty Gun Club, what up? What's up? Second Liberty Gun Club says, I'm from Baltimore and Willie D is correct. Whoever did it, I hope they get their karma. Addison Jackson. Damian Holland, what's up? Clyde Carmon, or Clyde Camon says, He paid what he want with a insurance fraud. What the hell are you trying to say, brother? Can you make that more clear, man, so I can understand what you're trying to say? Sounds like you're saying, he committed insurance fraud or something. Sounds like that's what you're trying to say. Forrest Settles Jr. Because here's the thing too, fam. It ain't going to stop him from rebuilding. He's still going to build it. That place, that's a brownstone, so it ain't like, the bricks didn't go down. So the place is gutted anyway. So, they really didn't do as much damage as they thought they did. I'm sure that all of the AC and the electrical needed to be replaced. I'm sure that that it had a lot of plumbing issues already. So I bet you they didn't do as much damage as they hoped to do. Daryl Clemens Jr. is from Baltimore. He says, this a week later after our city, Baltimore, announced that they was doing the same thing for the future of Baltimore. It was on the news. What's good, 4748X? What's good? You can say what you want, just spell my name right. Who spells Willie with a Y? Only white men in America name is spelled with a Y. You spell a black man I-E. Anytime you see a Willie and he's black, in almost every single case, his name is going to be spelled I-E. But that ain't even the worst part of this comment. The worst part, 4748X, is my name is on the channel. The spelling of my name is on the channel. Come on, man. Help me out here, man. Help me out. Too grown for you, says Willie. Them houses been abandoned for years. I live here. Right? Yeah, good point. Good point. Somebody said, let me see if I can get that. Who said that? I paused it. Somebody said, dude is a millionaire and he got time to set fire for under $1 million, $1 million. Yeah, don't make sense. All he got to do, if he needed some money, all he got to do is go fight. He love to fight. That's what he do. He makes millions of dollars fighting. Why would he risk his freedom over $1 million or so? Why would he do that? Don't make sense. It don't make any kind of sense. That's why anytime somebody commit a crime, the first thing the popos do, investigators do, is check their bank accounts. They check to see what their financial situation looks like, because financial situations are always a huge motive in people committing crimes, for people committing crimes. It's a huge motive, and it's especially when you're talking about crimes that involve money. So this one don't pass the smell test. Not at all. This one looks nothing like an insurance fraud. Brandy Nuance. What's up, Maurice Alexander? Next level. No good deed goes unpunished. Keith Clanton. What's up, Keith? Yeah. There's a whole lot of people out there who don't want to see Black prosperity, including, sad to say, some Blacks. There are some Black people that don't want to see Black prosperity. One would say, why? That don't even make sense. Yeah, it's hard to figure it out, what makes sense to an uncivilized mutt. But they're out there. Now, I suspect, because this is such a high-profile case, that whoever the arsonist is will be caught, I would say within, what are we? This is Saturday. I'll say by the end of next week. The person who's responsible for this, I'll say will be caught. Today is Saturday. I say give it by the middle of the week. We'll have a suspect in custody. I wish I could arrest him. Boy, if I could arrest him, ooh-wee, man. I'll be putting the cuffs on him. Why in the hell you burn that man building down? Slap him all across the head. Slapping that damn man building. That man out here trying to help people, helping the elderly, helping little children. People need somewhere to stay. And you burning the goddamn building. Get your ass in that car. Boy, man, I go crazy, man. I'll kick him square in the ass. Square in the ass. Like square in, like right there, that bone in the middle. Right up that line. I'll give him another split. Hell is wrong with you? Talk about make him read these Nikes. This man out here trying to do something good in the hood. That's other people trying to do something good in the hood. Unfortunately, we don't have enough. Not enough people are really chipping in. Not enough people are really helping or even concerned. This man got a million things he could be doing. He going back to the hood, giving back, risking his life, risking his safety, because he know, like I say, and he was right to be concerned, because them damn haters are everywhere. Wow, man, I do him so bad, fam. Every time I think about it, I go back home. If I was working the beat on the night that I take them in, I drop them off to the station, go all the way home. I eat and do whatever I got to do with the missus. I get in the bed, take my shower, get in the bed, everything. When I'm laying down sleeping, my little intrusive thoughts will start coming. And I think about that. I just get up out of the middle of my sleep and go check, just put my clothes on, go up there. Hey, man, open the door. Let me go up there. Wait. Break your ass, burn that man building fuck. Boy, it'd be hard to get it out of my head, man. I beat the brakes off his ass. Man did exactly what we asked him to do. He did exactly what we asked him to do as a man. Provide, protect, give back to your community. Reach back and help those who can't help themselves, or help those who might need a little help up. Not a handout, but a hand up. He did exactly that. He did exactly what we asked him to do. And this is the thanks he get. All of Baltimore should be on board with this. Everybody in Baltimore should say, no, we're going to catch his ass. Oh, we're going to give him up. He got to go. Because if anybody capable of doing something like that, they are capable of doing a whole lot worse. They can absolutely not be trusted in the community. They got to go. Baltimore, BPD, get on your job. Appreciate y'all for joining the live, fam. Make sure y'all hit that smash button, hit that like button on your way out. No more